So you're ready to start tying flies. Well, there's a lot of questions to be answered when you're just starting your fly tying journey. Where do you get your vise? What kind of tools do you need? Where do you get fly tying materials? And how much does this cost? I'm going to do my best today in this video to help answer all of these questions and hopefully make this a little bit easier for you to start your fly tying journey. So, just because I know people are going to ask, the vise that I have right here in front of me is a Peak rotary vise. So I don't recommend this to beginners because this one is a little bit more of an investment. You're going to spend anywhere from about $200 to $250 on this vise depending on the attachments that you buy for it. So I don't want to recommend this vise because not everybody can afford to jump in onto a $200 vise right away. I didn't get this until 5 years into my tying career. The vices and tools I'm going to recommend today are kits, so it just makes it easy for you to just go to the store or go online, purchase one of these fly tying kits, come home and you've got everything you need. So we're going to be going over a few different topics today. Where to get these vices and tools, how much to spend, and then we'll get into materials. If you are already a hardcore angler or fly fisherman, whatever it may be, you're probably familiar with one of the big box stores like Sportsman's Warehouse, Cabela's, or Bass Pro Shop. So if you've got one of these in your town, or at least access to the internet to where you can order from one of these places, I highly recommend the kits that they sell there. Now, other fly tyers in the industry may not recommend this stuff because it's not the best quality. This isn't top of the line tools and vices. This isn't the best quality. But when it all comes down to it, some of us can't afford to jump into the highest quality material that's out there. So for those of us who are on a budget, these are some great options. The first option I have here is from Sportsman's Warehouse. It's the brand Colorado Angler. This is an easy travel vise. So I tied on one of these for a long time. And like I said, no, it was not the best quality, but it got the job done. That's the most important thing. So this vise setup, or this vise kit, is $69.99. So you can take this around, you can go tie by the water, you can tie at the park, you can, easily move around your house, which I love that. I love to be able to change my location when I'm tying. So the next kit that I have to recommend is also a Colorado Angler Supply AA kit. So this one it comes with a lot more. I was really impressed with this one because it comes with a lot of extra tools. So you have your bobbin, which is your main tool that you use to tie your flies. It comes with 3 of those, extra scissors, all the tools that you could possibly need. So this is a really great kit. Comes in at $65.99. Again, another kit you cannot beat the price for. You get everything you need and you'll be able to get started. Now we'll move on to Cabela's and Bass Pro. Since they're basically the same store, whether you've got Cabela's or Bass Pro, you're going to have the White River Fly Shop inside of Cabela's or Bass Pro. So White River Fly Shop sells some pretty decent stuff. Again, not top of the line, but it's going to get the job done. So the first kit that I have here is the White River Fly Shop Standard Fly Tying Kit. So this one comes in at $39.99. Probably the most affordable one. I don't think it's the best vise, but it will do what it's supposed to, and it comes with some basic tools. So if you're really on a budget, this would be a good option just to get you started, get you the basic tools, you'll be able to tie. The next one up that might be a little bit more bang for your buck is the White River Fly Shop Deluxe Fly Tying Kit. So this one comes with a lot more tools, $64.99. So, another $25 on top of that is going to get you all the tools that you need so you don't have to worry about, if a tool breaks on you, you'll have a backup one, that kind of thing. Any of these tool kits are anywhere from $50 to $70, which I think is an absolutely excellent price point to get you started in fly tying and get you all the tools you need and get you a basic vise, because you just want to get into it and you're going to figure it out as you go that you don't need the best quality tools to tie some flies. If you find out later on that you want to invest more and you're in the financial place to invest into something more high quality, then by all means, you can absolutely upgrade later on. The most important thing to take away from all of this with purchasing tools and vices is it's just going to come down to what can you afford, what is within your budget, and what are you looking to get out of tying flies. Do you want just the very basic, just to try out the hobby and see if you actually want to get into it? Or do you have a little bit more of an idea that you're like, you do enjoy fly tying and you want some more tools. You want a wider array of tools and you want a little bit better vise, a little bit better quality, you've got the options within these budget kits. So the next topic we're going to get into is materials. This question comes up a lot for me. Where do I buy materials? Where's the best place to get materials? Maybe even where do you get cheap materials? These are all really great questions to ask. I always say for a beginner, the best place you can go is your local fly shop. Number one, hands down, the best place you can go is your local fly shop. The reason why is because you're going to have somebody there to kind of help guide you. Somebody you can ask for an opinion. You can go in there, ask and tell them, say, hey, I'm a beginner fly tyer. I want to start tying streamers. And they can be there. It helps to have that second opinion to kind of help guide you and get you a better idea of what kind of materials you're wanting for what kind of fly tying you're wanting to do. Now, your local fly shop may not be the cheapest option. It's just what it is. Materials are not cheap. It's how it goes. The fly shop needs to make their money. 100% respect for that. So if you're questioning the price of materials, this is where it gets a little bit difficult. Online shopping, I feel, is the best place to find the best deals on fly tying materials. If you go to places like J Stockard or AvidMax, two of my favorite online fly shops, a lot of times they'll have sales and good deals. Sometimes they'll even have bulk deals where you can buy certain materials that they're selling in bulk for a discounted price. On top of that, they have a really wide array of options. They've got, if you're a beginner and you're not really sure and you want to explore, definitely check out those sites so you can get an idea of what kind of materials are going to be available to you within your budget. A little hack for you to figure out what you're going to be able to start with is to, number one, figure out what kind of fish you're going after. So what kind of flies are you tying and what kind of fish are you fishing for? Are you going after trout, bass, pike, carp? What are you fishing for? So you've got dry flies, you've got streamers, you've got wet flies, you have nymphs. There's so many different flies that you can use. Again, it can still be overwhelming. So again, another question to ask yourself is, what kind of fly are you wanting to use most to go and fish? So if you know you're going after trout, now let's narrow it down again by asking yourself, what kind of fly do I like to fish the most? Do you like streamers? I'm a streamer guy myself, so I know I'm focused on tying streamers. This will help you narrow down your options in your fly tying material and tell you which ones you need to buy. So if I go into the fly shop, I have a much better idea of what materials I'm looking for. So it just makes it easier and narrows it down much thinner than just going in and seeing the huge array of options on the wall and not knowing what the heck to buy. So two things to ask yourself. One, what kind of fish are you going after? Two, what kind of flies are you wanting to tie to catch those fish? What you will find is that as you start tying these flies, you're going to get more and more creative, and slowly you're going to build up your materials over time. Now, if you are looking for budget type materials, I have heard you can go into Amazon, you can get some cheap materials there, not the best quality again, but if it's something you're willing to work within your budget, then that might be an option for you. But I actually have a video on this where I have found some other places, some other stores that are not fly shops or selling fly tying materials, but have materials that we use for much cheaper. But that's really all there is to it, guys. Once you have your vise, your tools, and you figure out your materials and the type of flies that you're going to be tying, it's much more narrow path. You're not looking at a huge broad spectrum of all these things you have to figure out. So definitely get yourself one of these kits to get you started, and then focus on the flies that you know you're going to be tying so that you know what material, you know what to narrow down when you go buy your materials. So hopefully this helped you guys out and I hope it helps make it a little bit easier for you guys in your fly tying journey. And if you have any questions at all, please let me know in the comments. I'm always happy to help. And thank you again for watching. I appreciate you guys, and we'll catch you in the next one.